Kamie, they were up 60-49, had a lot of momentum, could come off a pretty good run. You called timeout. Do you remember? That was probably with 5 minutes to go, what you said during the timeout?
I really don't. I just, I think we started loose.
Were you like
Probably yelled.
grimacing?
I probably yelled a little bit. I don't know if they're going to agree with that. I mean, I don't know if that's when we went small or if we'd already gone small, took Becca out at some point.
No, you just, right after that, you went back small.
And I just thought, we just weren't, it probably happened before the big delay with the review of the elbow or whatever. I think they were already on a 5-0 run after we had a big lead, or 7-0 run maybe. And then it just felt like that just stopped everything. We lost our energy. We weren't very good in executing. They, again, a lot of their switching was bothering us. And bad energy, bad execution is a bad recipe. And they just got on a roll. Again, it's a momentum game, and they got some really nice plays. They got some plays from people that really, Thomas, number 2, is 3 for 4 from 3. We weren't really afraid of her 3-point shot. And, all that stuff starts happening. They get on a little run, and then people that don't shoot it that well all of a sudden do, and now it's a 10-point game or 11-point game, and we're really struggling. So,
well, then you go on a 13-0 run. And then, to be honest with you, from that point on, you finish on a 16-3 run, which, I mean, that's what it took to win. And at that time, I think your kids picked up the intensity huge, and I will give Kiana Williams a ton of credit because I think she, what it doesn't show up in a box score, at the defensive end, she was really a key, and I think she had she started what ended up a steal, probably went in the books to Katie Longwell. But, and then she got a huge rebound when you're up 62-60. I mean, what doesn't show up is what the role that she played at the defensive end during that time. Can you kind of remember some of that?
well, I think that is a great example of, and you hit on it, like there's things on the stat sheet that just, pop off of it, and kind of people that are key players, but then there's also people that just, they make plays either for themselves or for your team, and those are the hustle plays. Those are the, Kiana's a person that can guard any position on the court, so we can switch a lot. She's still a young player and doesn't know the game unbelievably well, but she really has a great IQ, she sees things happen a little bit better than some of our players. So she's just it's great to watch her affect the game, and that's the thing is playmakers. You just want a bunch of playmakers on your team, and that doesn't mean a point guard. That just means people who make other people around them better and who are willing to do the blue-collar work and do anything to help their team win. And I thought she did that. And I just think there were a lot of people. Katie Longwell's 3 I thought was huge in a game where she's not shooting the ball especially well. And I think maybe Zaj was probably open on a play set up for Zaj, and Katie just says, I'm not throwing it to our best shooter, and I'm going to I'm going to shoot. And I thought that was that showed some guts by her. Finally breaking Zaj and making some threes at the back end of their press kind of made them pay for pressing us, and that bothered us in that 10-minute segment or 12-minute segment. We were really bothered by their press, and it stopped our momentum, and that's what pressing does in effect. And same thing for us. I think our press didn't get any steals probably, but it got them out of rhythm and probably didn't have as much time to run offense, and then their offense kind of dried up. We switched to a 2-3 zone and did some things out of that, and I think that got them off balance. So it was a mix of trying to change the momentum, and changing defenses probably helped us more than anything, and then on the offensive end is just, players making really big-time plays to get us to win.
So they get the free throw, and then the rebound goes back up to ties it. I was probably tweeting during that time. Did you call a timeout?
No, we were out of timeouts.
Okay, so there was probably less than 10 seconds to go. You come to the floor, so was there, what'd you call play?
No play. I mean, I think at that point, yeah, we're tied, so you can do nothing but, win, hopefully. And I think I was a little worried that Katie was taking so long to bring it up the court. I don't know how. I don't think she really penetrated and got anyone to get off of Scotty, but whatever reason. I think they're probably a little scared. They don't want to foul. and maybe they bid a little bit on her three, and she's just a one dribble J. Again, I give so much credit to Scotty. She's a player that, changed her shot all summer, has put in hours and hours and hours of changing her shot. And still to this day, I said it in the locker room, I don't think she's in the top 3 of three-point shooting percentage, or what anyone on our team would say, yeah, she's our best three-point shooter, but she is top 3 and maybe top 1 on just a gutty, and I'll will this ball in the basket, and I want the shot when it counts. And that's what you saw. It was just a player who wanted the ball.
Did you see her take the shot?
I saw it. I was shocked that she.
I'll have to ask her, how off balance did it look to you?
I didn't think it was that off balance. I was just shocked that she didn't, that she could get it off. I was shocked that they didn't contest it, or they took a fake and
15 feet, is that right, guys?
I think it was about a 15-foot shot. It's exciting for this team to, again, have success and make plays to win games at the end of a close game.
Talk about what that does, 2 in a row like that, where you gut it out, and probably when this team, I know it's still early. I mean, you come off a road trip 0-2, but to gut 2 out and get 2, what it can do for you now going on the road, and these are tough road trips because I think you play 4 of the next 6 on the road, which is not easy.
Yeah, we just talk about it all the time, that this is really a process, and as much as it's so much better to win. I mean, everybody feels great about winning, but we're not talking a lot about winning. It's so much more about us trying to learn, us trying to grow, us trying to max out our potential. And I just think this team is a long way from maxing out our potential. I think we showed tonight that we can play a lot of different ways and a lot of different lineups and find some success doing that. I think that helps us in the long run against a much more physical team like a Montana, or somebody, a real fast-paced team like Montana State. You have to play so many different ways in this league, and to win against these 2 games the way we did, it's going to do nothing but give us some confidence when we go on the road. And at this point, the road is, we need to embrace it. We need to love to do it. We need to go into people's places and see if we can compete and keep ourselves in the game, manage the game, and see if we can pull out a win at the end and maybe another buzzer beater. We'll just keep doing those. We're happy with those.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
All right, a couple quick ones here.
Yes.
Obviously, Scotty's statement, how important was it, Scotty staying in there with those 4 fouls? She was playing 5+ minutes with them down the stretch.
Yeah, again, it was just, it felt like we what she gives, it's those glue things. She's a good enough ball handler that she helps you against the press. She's gutty and wants to take shots. She gets assists to people, so she creates shots for other people. When she's not in the game, we're playing people that may not have all those things that they do as well as Scotty does. So you get someone that, and she guards and she plays so hard and she's a hustle player. I mean, it was a point where, you're down 11, it's going in the wrong direction, and there's no point in saving someone who can affect the game and change the game like that. It says a lot about her. I think she might have, been very close to picking up 1 or 2 during that stretch, but you got to have your best players in and play with the consequences. If she got a foul, then someone else needs to come in. But I thought she handled her situation really, really well.
And then overall, turnover numbers are up against the rest, but overall, how do you think the team handled Weber State's press?
Again, I think the hard part for us is it's just hard to simulate that team, their personnel, and their press, no matter how much you practice it. We didn't have any trouble breaking our press and trying to be their press. They're good at it. They change it up. It's not just one press. It's a lot of different things.
They've got quick hands.
They're long. And it's the first time we've really seen someone really extensively do that. So it's just a young team needs experience going against it and seeing how to attack it. And I thought we handled it a little bit better once we started passing over it a little bit. We just, experience is an amazing thing, and that's what I think this group gets when they play teams like that. They'll learn from it, and I think hopefully next time we play that, we can drop some of these turnover numbers.
So then just my final one, kind of your thought process as you watched Kylie when she slipped to really give the team the lead on that slip screen.
It was a great play. We wanted that. We called we wanted both, the look for the 3 and the slip, and to keep yourself in position to be able to make that pass. That felt like it was slow motion. I wasn't sure, you get nervous. You have a lot of time to watch someone kind of be right there at the rim and then wonder if they can make a left-handed layup. And again, I think, Kylie really gets the brunt of my, I want her to be really good, and she needs to be really good for us to be good, and I'm really happy for her that she made that kind of big play, and others in taking the ball to the basket that gave us a chance to win. It was a big play by her.